The opening tip won by the Magic, and we're underway on Church Street in downtown Orlando. Ferocious slam inside.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to have appeared in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff T.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Here's Atlanta, Trae Young. Knocks it down off the step back.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Fournier. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Trae Young.
ISO.
From the painted area, won't go down. Down to 5 on the 24. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Lynn with it. Down 2. To Trae Young. Knocked loose. And that one is out. Trae Young to Jeremy Lin for 3. His first effort off the mark. Here's Orlando with the basketball. Probing the defense. To Aaron Gordon. Trying to cash in. Gordon shot, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Another follow. Still no good.
Here we go. I got him.
John Collins sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Isaac to Trae Young. Here's a chance from long range. Rebound comes to Vucevic. Short jumper off the mark. Lynn with it. They trail by 2. To Trae Young. Magic in control. To Gordon. Now a steal by Atlanta. Has a look. Another chance. The follow won't go either.
Got some for him.
Nothing going here on that drive. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Aaron Gordon, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 69% at the line. first try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw.
There we go. Yes, sir.
Lynn with it. They're down 3. Driving right to the basket. Nikola Vucevic. Huge block. It's Orlando's ball. The shot almost. Lynn with it. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Jeremy Lin. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
That pass stolen by the Hawks.
Watch the center, man.
Augustine with it up top. Leads just a point. Here comes the screen. John Collins snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Jonathan Isaac doesn't get the bounce.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Deep 2 there, won't go. Runner here, won't go down. Lynn with it, down by 1. Able to convert inside. Defense making the ball handler work. Oh, he had it. Hawks have it.
Hold on.
Down low, Collins. Shot from the lane, won't go. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Lynn. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Substitutions, Washington Caps. Entering the game for the left, number 22, Jared Brent.
From the outside, no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Screen coming. Jaron Grant picked up by Len. Has a chance. Grant with a shot. That won't fall.
Hey, locked up.
That pass stolen by Orlando. Magic basketball.
Watch cutter.
Gets a shot up. Off the mark.
Be alert. Here it comes. Be alert.
To Lynn. Nothing going here on that drive.
Hey, good contest.
Short jumper misses.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Lynn with it. They trail by 1. To Carter. To Carter. Fires the three. Can't get the bounce. Trying to cash in. That's no good. That won't go. And it doesn't take a brain surgeon to know that was not a good shot. You've got to get that one to go. It's Atlanta ball. Lynn to Ken Bazemore. To Jeremy Lin. Five to shoot for Atlanta. Lin. Gordon the rebound. Rocking the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
To Carter. Knocked loose. Vince Carter. Deep right corner. To Lynn. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Shot by Lynn won't go. Grant with the basketball. Up by 3. To Fournier. Throws it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
All right, let's bring the fire.
Substitutions, Atlanta. Substitutions, Orlando.
Lynn with it. Down 4. Here comes the screen.
Watch the pick. You see it. You see it.
Lynn. Count the basket inside.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good to Trae Young. Nice pass to set things up.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Isaac to Trae Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Not that time.
I got ball. Young out now.
Now a steal by Atlanta.
We're going to see a team take the lead here.
Won't go.
That's me. I got ball. Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up. Screen right, screen right, screen right.
To Mo Bamba. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Now a steal as the Magic have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And finishes strong.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Number 33.
Here's Atlanta with the basketball.
Defense, let's go.
Trae Young to Jeremy Lin. Trae Young to Lin. Jeremy Lin. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Mo Bamba. A drive, but he can't get it to go. He shoots, off the mark. That pass stolen by the Hawks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both.
Way to hit. Give me stance. I'm coming. Give me stance. Let's cut.
Cruises inside for 2.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Isaac. Runner here won't go. To Mo Bamba. Goes reverse to lay it in.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Trae Young. Lin. Missed it. In the front court, it's Augustine. Leads 4. That's out. Last touch by DJ Augustine.
I'll say this, great young talent, but needs to really start making better decisions and protecting the ball.
Hawks with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Augustine with the basketball. The lead is 2. Here comes the screen. Now a steal by Atlanta. Lin. That pass stolen by Orlando. Knocked loose. Slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Lin with it. Trailing by 4. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Magic have it. Surveys the floor. He wants to deliver. The Magic with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Not done yet. That pass stolen by the Hawks.
I got mine. Y'all get yours. I got mine.
He gets it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
I got blocked.
To Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba powers it through.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Magic on the possession. To Fournier. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Lynn with it. Looking to make something happen. Block shot.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Lynn. Down low for Len. And strokes it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
I got him. Get down.
Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of breakdance move they might hit you with.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Lynn. Now a steal as the Magic have it. Here comes the screen. Nice pass to get things going.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And count the basket inside.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Has a chance. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. That's it for the first half. The Magic have the lead.
Fellas, Jalen here with your halftime report. The Magic will start the second half with a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scores for the Orlando Magic. The Hawks are within striking distance at the half. Offensively, when they're in the paint, they've had success. They need to keep that up if they want to take the lead in this contest. These are the guys getting buckets for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game drive. Steals.
story of this game so far has been the lack of ball security. Neither team could hold on to the ball, and unfortunately, it made the first half kind of tough to watch.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was gold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. Lynn. Aaron Gordon tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Knocked loose, and that's going to get out of bounds. It remains Atlanta basketball. Trey Young. Finish that. Augustine with it up top. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Gordon tosses. Trying to cash in. Taken by Vucevic.
I got him. Here we go.
To Aaron Gordon. Jonathan Isaac rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Lynn with it. The deficit is 6. End score. Strong take.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Here comes the screen. Shot from the lane won't go.
And when you miss so many chippies right around the rim, you look at their points in the paint production. The first half, they were great. Second half, not so much.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Shot clock winding down.
Watch the slip. I got him. My ball.
That's a 24-second violation.
Hold on.
Nice finish at the rim.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old, simple, bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Goes to the right side from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Has a look. Just off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To Gordon. Fires the three, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Lin with it. Our score all even in this third quarter. To Trae Young. To Jeremy Lin. Here comes the screen. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Five to shoot for Orlando. Lets it fly from long range. Well defended. Knocked loose. That ball's out of bounds. Last touch by a Magic. So this remains Hawks basketball. Changes coming from both sides right now. Trae Young to Lin. Beyond the arc for three. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. In the front court, it's Augustine. Tie game, third quarter. Nothing going here on that drive. To Aaron Gordon. Short jumper won't go down. Has a chance. Not that time. Fournier. Oh, Evan Fournier. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
And counted at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Fournier. Dwayne Dedmon able to recover with the block. Won't go down. Trae Young to Jeremy Lin. Isaac. And stuffs it home.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Augustine with the basketball. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. To Vucevic. Fournier to Gordon. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Aaron Gordon, good on the quick release for three.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Lin.
Number 54.
The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Jonathan Isaac, the Magic with the rebound. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Here's Atlanta. Lin. Rebound claimed by Orlando. Fournier. Going to launch beyond the arc. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
short jumper won't fall.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
To Vucevic. Can't connect from in close.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Screen coming. From the painted area, won't go down. To Vucevic. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Lynn with it. His guys down 3. Orlando has it. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
Here's the beautiful thing about having a bad game. As long as it says W in the win column after the game is over, then nothing else really matters. You've done your job.
Shot for Plumlee. He missed it. Grant with the basketball. Up by 3. Terrence Ross against the Ukrainian Len. Miles Plumlee with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Okay, that's all right. You take your lumps and you move on. You did exactly what the game plan was defensively to guard a player like that.
Grant with the basketball. Leads.
We know what's coming. Don't get it.
Substitutions.
Lynn to Trae Young. To Lynn. And he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Hey, watch this screen left.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. The Magic have the rebound. To Mo Bamba. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Orlando ball. Probing the defense. Won't go. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Grant with the basketball. They're down 3. And he knocks it down, Jay.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lynn with it. Looking to make something happen.
Screen.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Carter. He got a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Hawks have it. Trae Young to Carter. Takes stock of the floor. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Grant with the basketball. His guys now trailing by a point. Dwayne Dedman swats it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting the...
Ferocious slam inside.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
I don't think these kind of shots are tough for Trae Young. You see, he's always been the smallest guy on the court, so he's had to finish through the trees. He's a lot tougher than he gets credit for.
Over to the right side. To Fournier. Gordon. Has a look. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lynn with it. Leads 3. Count the bucket for 2.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Here comes the screen. To Mo Bamba. Oh, had him going there for a second. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Trae Young to Jeremy Lin. To Carter. For 3, Vince Carter turning back the clock for 3 decades now.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
It's Atlanta ball. Has a chance. Not done yet. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Rebound claimed by the Hawks.
I got him.
Trae Young to Carter.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
To Carter. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Lynn to Carter. Look out. Vince Carter. Slam dunk.
Okay, look, not everything is going to make it into the scouting report.
To Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
To Carter. Gets it in the left corner. Five to shoot for Atlanta. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. He hits.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Fournier. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Fournier. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Come on, you knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Lynn with it. Up 6. To Carter. He connects. The defender was in the vicinity, let it fly, and it goes.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. The Hawks are victorious as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey, everyone. It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Hawks got the win in a close game. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Atlanta Hawks. The Magic must be devastated after such a close loss. This loss is sure to be all the more bitter because of how well they shot from beyond the arc. Their percentage from three-point range was outstanding. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Assists.
I was really impressed by the way these teams shared the ball. As you can see in these highlights, the ball movement was spectacular. It can't be said enough. The extra pass can make all of the difference.
Player of the game.
Jeremy Lin put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at the upcoming games
For the Orlando Magic.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
Mushy peeps, it's Christopher London. The One's NBA team took an L last night. They're on Mushy peeps, it's Christopher London. The One's NBA team took an L last night. They're on took an L last night. They're on a losing streak. Just check out these highlights. All these losses are not a good look. Man, the One's team just can't find a rhythm. I don't know what's wrong with them. All right, guys, that's going to do it for these highlights. I know the One's NBA team took an L last night. They're on a losing streak. Just check out these highlights. All these losses are not a good thing. All right, guys, that's going to do it for these highlights.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Amway Center in downtown Orlando, tonight the Orlando Magic getting set to match up with the New Orleans Pelicans. The New Orleans Pelicans control the tap. Holiday. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
A simple touch foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Holiday sets him up, flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
It goes down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Down to Randall. Nice pass to get things going.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Vucevic to Gordon. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Gordon to Fournier. Has a look. Not today.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Randall to Holiday. Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
In the front court, it's Augustine. Down 5. Knocked loose. Pelicans have it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Nothing going here on that drive. Anthony Davis lets it fly. Anthony Davis. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
To Vucevic. Throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The assist from number 33.
Holiday in possession. Up 5. To Davis. Able to convert inside. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
New Orleans has it. Payton to Davis. Probing the defense. Cleans it up. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Holiday controls the basketball. The lead stands at 9. A couple of cracks at the line now.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Drew Holiday has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 78% at the line. First one, count it. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Holiday in possession. Up a dozen. To Davis. Anthony Davis. He's now 5 for 6.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Now the Magic going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Magic have it.
Oh, man, they set the screen. They can't hold you.
Sizing up the defense to Aaron Gordon.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right. Hey, swing it to me, you can't guard it.
Short jumper won't fall. The follow won't go either. Another follow, still no good.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Anthony Davis, huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
From the outside, no good.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Finish that. Hayden with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. To Davis. Gets it in the left corner. Holiday. Magic basketball. To Gordon. For three. It's no good. Shot's not going down. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Hayden into the front court. They lead it by 14. To Holiday. Rebound claimed by Orlando.
I'm on D.
Goes to the left side. Gordon to Vucevic. Follows his own shot with that one. Nice follow-up.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Hayden with the basketball. Lead is 12. To Julius Randle. Here's Orlando with the basketball. Fournier rising for the slam.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Hayden into the front court. Lead stands at 10.
Watch the cutter coming through. Bump, 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 bump.
To Holiday. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Anthony Davis lets it go. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Pretty fortunate to get that kind of a good look with the shot clock winding down.
Hey, watch this screen left.
To Vucevic. To the rim. Off the assist.
Come on, you knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Whistle stops play. Timeout New Orleans as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Hey, lock up.
This offer is only valid during today's game, so take advantage of this great opportunity.
Hayden to Davis. Nikola Vucevic pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Holiday controls the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. Gordon. Nice pass to set things up. And count the basket.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough.
Hey, this our game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Substitutions, Orlando. Substitutions, New Orleans.
Fournier. Runner here won't go down. Holiday in possession. It's a 9-point lead. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Screen coming. Deep right corner. Fournier. The Magic with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. It's no good. Not sure what he was thinking there.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Drew Holiday, 2 of 4 now.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. To Josh Hart. Over and back. To Fournier. For 3. Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
To Holiday. Hart. Trying to...
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Orlando ball. Fires the 3. Won't go down. Deep 3 at the buzzer.
Good shot. Good money.
That'll do it for the first quarter. The Pelicans own a sizable lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Grant with the basketball, trailing by 11. Anthony Davis!
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Has a look. And the rebound gathered in by Davis. To Holiday. Down low more. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Anthony Davis, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2.
Oh, yeah, 2 points.
Grant with the basketball. His guys trail by 13.
Hey, come left.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Vucevic. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. New Orleans will take it up. Holiday. They'll get it down to Davis. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Grant with the basketball. Trailing by 15. Knocked loose. Taken by the Pelicans.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Now a whistle, and Orlando is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes. Over to the right side to Aaron Gordon. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
I mean, if you have athletic ability like that guy offensively, as soon as you beat your man, if you don't beat him off the ground for the jump, you have no chance.
Here comes the screen. Oh, big finish at the rim. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
To Gordon. Here comes the screen. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Aaron Gordon at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 69% at the line. Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. New Orleans going to take it up. To Josh Hart. Practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Vucevic. With a drop step. Vucevic. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. With a drop step and finishes strong.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I think the defender had absolutely 0 chance on that play.
To Josh Hart. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. Has a chance. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Clark with it. His team leads it by 10. To Josh Hart. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. And scores on the step back.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic. He's now 4 for 6.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Taken by Vucevic. To Aaron Gordon. taking advantage of the defender. Nice ball fake.
Okay, that time it was effective. But a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
Clark with it. His team on top by 8. Hart. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Off the mark on his free throw.
I got ball.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Pelicans have the lead.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Pelicans worked hard for their halftime lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scores for the New Orleans Pelicans. The Magic end of the scoreboard. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. Have a look at the leading scores for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Bench points.
The Orlando Magic had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
Anthony Davis is up in the air swatting shots. When he's not doing that, he's down on the floor making steals. Who wouldn't be impressed by a first half like that? Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Orlando has it.
Press and D, press and D.
Here comes the screen. Has a look. And the rebound comes down to the Pelicans. Payton with the basketball. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Davis to Holiday. Fires the 3. That's not the guy you can give space. Drew Holiday buries the wide open 3.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
And the Pelicans able to clear the rebound. Here's Davis. Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Easy path to the rim.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Holiday. Down low more. To Holiday. Davis. That's out. Last touch by Aaron Gordon. Hayden. To Davis. Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go. To Vucevic. No good. Defense catching a break there. Nikola Vucevic. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Davis to Julius Randle. Rebound taken by the Magic. Augustine with it up top. His guys down 11. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Hayden to Davis. Able to convert inside.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Oh, a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Team foul number 1.
Screen, I got your help.
To Gordon. Anthony Davis with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Hayden to Davis. Count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
And a nice finish at the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Short jumper won't fall.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Kicks it around the perimeter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here comes the screen to Fournier. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Fournier. Lets it fly from long range. Evan Fournier bothered just enough there.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Davis. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Gordon. To Vucevic. From the outside, no good. Holiday controls the basketball. Lead is 12. and 2 for AD.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Fournier. Oh, Evan Fournier. 3 for 6 now.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
For New Orleans, number 3, Nikola Mirotic.
Peyton to Davis. Here's a chance from long range.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance.
Number 33 to the line for 3.
And hits the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. No good. Made the first 2, missed the last. Holiday at possession. Lead stands at 10. Goes to the left side.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready.
Team foul number 1.
Each one more. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. And he makes them both.
Oh yeah, I like that. Oh, you gotta work around the screen, you killing me. Watch cutter.
5 to shoot for Orlando. No, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Holiday to Davis. Driving right to the basket. It was right there.
Hey, match up.
Here comes the screen.
Screen right.
To Fournier. From long range.
To number 55. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 3 for the Orlando Magic.
Oops, he missed the first one. It's a second. One more coming.
Number 31.
And he missed the free throw. 1 for 3 on that try. Holiday controls the basketball. It's an 11-point game. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Misses the first.
Entering the game for Orlando, number 17.
And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Grant with the basketball. The deficit now up to a dozen. To Mo Bamba. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Holiday to Davis. Knocked loose. Terrific hustle. Ball stays in play. Won't go down. It's Orlando's ball. To Mo Bamba. Drew Holiday able to recover with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Grant with the basketball. Down 12. To Mo Bamba. Can't connect from inside.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player...
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Grant with the basketball. 14-point deficit. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen.
Watch the slip.
Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Off the iron. No good. Add 2 points to the board.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Grant with the basketball. Down a bundle. Mo Bamba.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Beyond the arc for 3. And the rebound comes down to Holiday. To Holiday.
Got it. Trap. Got it. Got it.
Magic own the possession. Surveys the floor. The Magic with 4 to shoot. You talk about forcing things up. Too much pressure that time. Davis to Holiday. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
And the rebound taken by the Pelicans. Davis to Holiday. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Curling inside. The screen sets him up for 2.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
The Pelicans will take the timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 10.
Holiday to Davis. Slam dunk.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Magic have it. Here comes the screen. Nikola Mirotic with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Grant with the basketball. His guys down big. Reset here. Let's see what they do. 5 to shoot for Orlando. 4-3. Missed it. Holiday in possession. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. And scores on a nifty dance to the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Oh, yeah, get your money, man.
Second of 3 is good. Three for 3. Nice. Long heave from 3/4 court. Time expires. It's been all Pelicans so far. It's the Pelicans with the basketballs. We start the 4th quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say,
Magic basketball. To Aaron Gordon. Nothing going here on that drive. Gordon. The Magic with 4 to shoot. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Clark with it. He'll run the offense to Payton. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Clark shot no good. He can't connect. Another shot stays out.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Pelicans have the basketball. To Payton. Takes stock of the floor. Payton on the drive, but it won't go. Able to convert inside.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
To Payton. Five to shoot for the Pelicans. To Julius Randle. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Fournier. Screen coming. They work it down to Gordon. Had a chance, but it's no good. Payton into the front court. His guy's up by 15. Nice pass to set things up.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Evan Fournier, couple of free throws on the way. Numbers not good. 52% for his career. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Pelicans basketball to Julius Randle. Payton. Probing the defense. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Fournier.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Shot clock winding down.
Big screen right there, big screen.
For 3. Not that time. He misses. To Julius Randle. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one, count it. 2 for 2 on that trip.
Good shot.
Augustine with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Gordon. Fires the 3. Cleans it up. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Nikola Vucevic at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 72%. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. It's Pelicans ball. To Payton. Screen coming. Payton. Probing the defense. Randle. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Wide open look, won't go.
If I'm the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
To Aaron Gordon. Short jumper stays out. Clark with it. His guys holding the big lead. And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Team foul. Orlando Magic are at the limit.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. He gets it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
New Orleans has it. Sizing up the defense. To Julius Randle. Short jumper won't fall. Short jumper won't go down. To Julius Randle. Nothing going here on that drive. Payton. Not that. And a putback slam.
When you let him get inside position like that on the glass, you can expect that every single time.
Clark with it. They lead it by 14. Oh, great defense there, forcing a pickup. The shot by Payton won't fall.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Payton with the basketball. The lead is 12. Screen coming. Payton. Down low to Mirotic. And he'll go to the foul line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Nikola Mirotic. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Number 17.
Here's Orlando with the basketball. To Vucevic. Nothing going here on that drive. Deep right corner. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Holiday. Here comes the screen. Holiday to Julius Randle. Good look that time, but off the mark. To Julius Randle. Big finish that time for Julius Randle. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. The world. Too easy.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Whistle stops play. Timeout New Orleans. High fives all around. This game is well in hand in the final minute. And now a reach, and that's going to be an intentional foul. Free throws here in the final minute of play.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. To Fournier. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there. Utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Payton to Holiday. Can't connect.
I'm here. I got ball.
Lets it fly from long range.
That's his third personal foul. Team foul.
And hits the first free throw. Second and 3. Got it. Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them.
Hey, lock up.
It's the Pelicans who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pelicans did what great teams do best: finish. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the New Orleans Pelicans. The Magic finished on the losing end of a close score. Chemistry was clearly not the issue today because they were definitely sharing the ball well. Still, everyone knows they'd rather be sharing the joy of a victory. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Anthony Davis was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Orlando Magic. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.